and water.
Okay. And what was the objective behind it? Why did you do this? Any specific causes?
Sure, because I'm always driven to find out what can I do to improve my health. And I mean health. I don't mean lose fat on my tummy. That's just a byproduct. I mean really health.
Right.
Healthy living. What would it take for me to be mentally and physically healthy? And so I'm always on the lookout for things. And one of the things I looked out last year was about fasting. So it got my attention. And I started looking at it. And the more I studied it, the more I kind of found it fascinating. And I think in your introduction you said people can't stay away from food for 26 minutes.
No, I don't believe them.
That's right, and I'm their representative. So I can't stay away. Although my diet is extremely controlled 80% of the time, and I'm physically fit, but still on the timelines, it's 1 o'clock, I need to have my food. If it's 4 o'clock, I need to have my food. So it's almost like the clock decides.
That's right.
And if I don't get it, there's a bit of either one end of the corner I would be little distracted, at the other end of the spectrum I'll be irritated. So it could be somewhere along that spectrum, right? And so I said, hey, this fasting thing looks good. So let me start. And I believe in the incremental idea. So I first started saying, let me get up in the morning and not have breakfast and see how that goes, right? Now that was overwhelming, but then I learned to stay away from breakfast. And then it was, okay, now let me see breakfast and lunch, and then let me see breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then now let me see breakfast, lunch and dinner, and sleep without food. That was like a big sleep without food, okay? And then not have next day's breakfast. So in all 36 hours, or rather 48 hours of fasting. And I reached that position in about 3 to 4 months. And then for the remaining 8 to 9 months, or whatever that is, about twice a month I would do this kind of fast, 36 hour fast. And then about 3 months ago I discovered that I had diabetes. And it completely pissed me off. First of all, it shocked me. then I just wanted to ignore it. This is a technical error. It just can't be. And then finally I had to acknowledge, no, it's 180 fasting, which is definitely diabetic. And then I got very angry because I had led a healthy lifestyle all these years, for 15 years, and how could it happen to me? Then I went around asking other people who are found relatively fat and chubby, you have diabetes? No. Diabetes? No. And I really felt miserable, but it didn't last for more than 3 days. I finally said, okay, a lot of it is a genetic component as well. And so fine, so this is although my lifestyle is good, there's some genetics, and I'm 52 years old, so it could have happened. Like my grandmother was diabetic at the age of 22, and my aunt was diabetic at the age of 26. And so if you're 52, fine. I mean, just because you had a great lifestyle, you could move it from 35 and 20. Okay, so as I said, I felt a little angry why it's happening to me. But then I realized there is also a genetic component, because all these years I've had a very, very systematic health plan, eating and exercises and all that. So for the first 3 days I was kind of angry and depressed, and then I acknowledged, fine, there is a genetic component. As I said, my aunt had diabetes when she was 26, my grandmother had it when she was 24, my father had it when he was 35. So if I've pushed that whole inevitable thing to 52, it's because of my lifestyle, and I should celebrate that. And I should acknowledge that I have diabetes right now. So on the third day, I remember just sitting down and going to bandstand and taking a walk along bandstand and say, okay, how am I going to look at it, this particular event, in an empowering way, right? I don't want to survive this. I actually want to thrive in this, right? So one thing is to say, oh, should I have diabetes? Let me pop a few pills and some insulin thing and try to manage my sugar day to day, puncture it and all that stuff, which is fine. For some people that works. But for me, it was about, great, if I have diabetes, I should get even healthier than what I was before. Right. And what gives me access to that? I had no clue. But that was my stand, that was my commitment. That from now on, I'll be even healthier. And then I revisited the whole fasting topic, right? And went deeper into it. And I realized it had phenomenal benefits. So, and I'll get into that later if you guys are interested. But just suffice to know, it's mind-blowing. And it's not a fad. The Jains are doing it for 4,000 years. The Christian Gnostics are doing it for 2,000 years. The Sufis are doing it for 1,000 years. So this is not some Western American fad that's going to come up on opera one week and disappear the next week. This has got a huge, huge base. Right. So it's there. And it's not a diet. It's not about what to do, it's about what not to do. But we'll come to that later. So as I started looking into it, I realized, okay, let me start with 5 days. That's like beyond my imagination. 5 days. And so I started. So day 1 down, day 2 down, day 3 down. I was like amazed with myself. And then I was sitting at Starbucks, and suddenly I saw all these pastries lined up in front of me, and I had this obsession to eat. And I said, if I don't eat within the next 5 minutes, I'm not going to survive this. And I said, okay, Advait, give yourself, and I don't know where that voice came from, but it was like, Advait, give yourself. By the way, if you go and have that pastry, it's fine. You're not a bad boy, or you're not a failure. It's fine.
That's what you told yourself.
Yes. And the moment I told myself that, moment I took acknowledged and took away the shame part of it, suddenly I felt, okay, maybe I can move on for another hour. It's not that bad. And so I got this extra hour to think this thing through. And then I said, okay, so let's go onto YouTube and see if there is some guy or some person who has done 5 days. So then I can get some encouragement, right?
A reference point.
I go on YouTube and guess what, the first 3 videos are guys who have done 20 days. And they're like slobs. I'm looking at them and saying, this guy did 20 days. This guy! If this guy does it, I can do it. So I think it was like tremendous. And then straight away I went on to do 5 days, right? I mean, the hunger punches disappeared. How much of it was psychological, really, right? And I did 5 days, and then I said, I had the same temptation coming up again. So now 5 days, it's nearing over. This evening is going to get over. And I went on and again looked up fasting material, and I realized, my God, certain physiological processes happen in a certain sequence. Certain wonderful things have already happened right now. And as I said, I'll come to those details if one is interested later. But if I hang on for another 5 days, a new set of physiological changes are going to happen.
That next carriage.
It's like the next one, right? Except this carrot actually happens. That's the difference, right? And so I said, 20 days is it. 20 days. And there's no sense how I'm going to do it, but what I did was I went on Facebook and just made a declaration for 20 days. And that's how it happened. So it happened for 2 reasons. It happened because I just took the shame part away from failing, and secondly I took inspiration from guys who made me think beyond what I think was possible, and I made a declaration to my friends. So I think these are 3 practical things that I did which made it possible.